Welcome to the Provian Roadmap, an introduction to self-mastery. Today, we're focusing on resilience, baby. We're talking about building resilience. The ability to bounce back from challenges, adapt to changes, and grow stronger through life's difficulties. Let's explore how resilience can be a cornerstone of your self-mastery journey. All these abilities I developed them in the depth of difficulty. I saw every difficulty as a signal, as a signpost, as an indicator of a skill I was lacking. Every difficulty was a sign of the requirement for improvement in a particular area of my life. Okay? So what is resilience? Resilience is the ability to recover from setbacks and continue moving forward. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties and adapt to change. It's not about avoiding challenges, but learning how to face them with strength, flexibility, and optimism. You have to have that strength to challenge yourself, to say, how can I flip this script? How can I create a plot twist? How can I make this negative event a testimony that would make people know that God is in me, that I am born of God? In the deepest recess of my heart and soul, the kingdom of God is within me. My spirit is connected to the source of all lights. The maker of this universe made me in his image and empowered me to change my narrative. I am the author of this journey. I am in charge of my destiny. The wheel is in my hands. I am not a passenger taken for a ride. I am actually the one pulling the strings. I am powerful. I am self-empowered. I am self-motivated. I am self-driven. Resilience allows us to grow through adversity and come out stronger on the other side. There is another side, and that's the use of optimism to keep that faith and hope alive. With flexibility, you will find yourself alchemizing every single situation, flipping it on its head and extracting value from it. Okay? Why does self-mastery matter? Self-mastery is important because if you don't master yourself, you will forever remain a slave to those who have mastered themselves. If you don't master yourself, you will continue to serve those who have done the work. If you don't do the work, you will continue to bow to those who put in the work. You owe yourself a great life. No one is coming to save you. Walk ye out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Self-mastery is the course, is the journey, is the assignment. You are here to unlock layers of self-awareness, self-consciousness, depth of consciousness. You came as a baby, didn't know much. As a child, didn't know much. As a teenager, didn't know much. As a young adult, didn't know much. But right now, you have the internet, you have AI. You are meant to be busy, occupied with the business of mastering yourself. So why resilience matters? Resilience helps you stay focused on your goals, even in the face of adversity. When those ugly situations rear up their ugly heads, when those obstacles pop up in your reality, trying to hinder you from accomplishing your goals, when those non-palatable situations show up to test your resolve, to ask you how bad do you want it, prove to me that you want it that bad. Let me see how dope you are. Let me see how much of yourself you know. Let me see how much of your ability you have discovered. When those circumstances pop up to test your steel, to know what you are really made of. Resilience is what gives you that assurance that you're going to pull through this. I've been here before. This is not unfamiliar territory. I eat this for breakfast, man. I've been here before. I'm that guy. I am that guy. I am that guy. You tell yourself, I am that guy. I am that guy. I am him. Okay? So that's the power of resilience. The power of resilience. You would find yourself creating circumstances that catapult you out of your current unsavory circumstance or situation. You would see yourself building bridges to a better life. You see yourself creating connections and links. You see yourself getting on that journey like it's no one's business. Because even in the face of adversity, with resilience, you focus on your goals and you keep smashing them one after the other, onto the next, onto the next, onto the next, because you're built like that, because you're made for this, because you are that guy, because you are that girl. Okay? So the key components of resilience are: 1, emotional regulation. Emotional regulation gives you that chill. It gives you that ability to pause, reflect. Okay? It gives you that power to cultivate that problem-solving skill. Emotional regulation helps you cultivate a positive mindset. The emotional regulation helps us manage our feelings during stressful situations. And then secondly, problem-solving skills enable us to find solutions to challenges. And then social support gives us the encouragement and strength from others. You need a support group. You need people on your team. You need people on your side. You need people who believe in you. Believing in yourself is great, but having 1 or 2 people who see the value in what it is you're trying to accomplish is also important. And then finally, optimism and a growth mindset allows us to view setbacks as opportunities for growth. When you couple all these together, you have resilience. Okay? This is very, very important. More important than ever, because the way things have been moving in this world, we see the importance for people to cultivate a die-hard spirit. A very, very die-hard spirit. And if you don't, you might fall prey to those who have, because people are becoming more opportunists. You're supposed to become an optimist who creates his own opportunities and don't fall prey to people who are leveraging on what has already been created. Create your own path, create your own destiny. Rule with might. Okay? Resilience is perfectly captured in the Japanese proverb, fall 7 times, stand up 8. It's about persistence and determination, no matter how many times you're knocked down. Resilient people don't avoid failure. They embrace it as a necessary step towards success. There's this very famous entrepreneur and tycoon who was asked what his secret was, and he said, fail more. And the interviewer was confused. Yeah, fail more. He said, the more you fail, the more you find out ways not to try what you're doing. The more you find out angles not to take. The more you find out people not to deal with. The more you find out opinions to change. The more you find out worldviews to adjust. So, failure is an indicator that you're trying and that you're pushing and that you're taking active steps to changing your life circumstances. Okay? So, Building resilience involves intentional practices. Start by practicing self-compassion during difficult times. Building resilience through self-compassion is necessary because self-compassion helps you bounce back faster by treating yourself with kindness after setbacks. When you are compassionate with yourself, you're able to soothe yourself, pat yourself on the back and say, hey, it could be worse, but we're still here. We've been gifted a new day. We've been gifted another opportunity to swing at it one more time. Let's calm down, wipe our tears, and extract value from this challenge and see what we can alchemize from this situation. How can we make this a good, happy ending? How can we make this a good adventure? How can we extract value from this rather than cry and say, woe is me? The compassionate side helps soothe the pain of the disappointment or the failure. It helps you focus on the right aspects of the challenge or the situation. Focus on what you can control instead of dwelling on what's beyond your influence. Self-compassion gives you that clarity to say, okay, that's in the past now. Let's let it go. Let's let it go. Can we focus on what we can do in the moment? What's that one thing we can do? And it's funny how if you look, you would find it. The answer will come to you. It could mean close your door, get up from your bed, shut your door, go to your neighbor who has it worse than you, encourage them, support them, help them, and come back with a fresh perspective to life, saying, hey, it's not all bad after all. I still have this option. I still have that option. And the more you focus on what you have within your control, the more options will pop up. The more you would see how many things you can do to begin on your next step, your second comeback, your bounce back, which is going to be better and it's going to make for an epic story, even better than what that original intention was, if you know what I mean. So develop a routine of reflection and gratitude to maintain perspective. When you come back with a broadened worldview after visiting your neighbor who has it worse than you, the self-compassion with which you encourage yourself to go reach out to someone would morph into gratitude. The perspective that, hey, it could be worse, but I can still make do with what I have right now. So you start where you are with what you have and you keep going. You power through it. And remember, resilience doesn't mean going at life alone. Seek support when you need it. Certain people are designed to come through with the right word, the right emotional support, the right help, link, contact, network. You would never know until you ask. Seek help. Help could be around the corner. Okay? So exercise. Reflect on a recent setback. What happened recently that made you feel down, disappointed? Think of a recent setback and identify the lessons you learned. If you allow any setback go without blessing you with opportunities for growth and doing better the next time, then you're doing it wrong. Okay? So let's reflect on your own experience with resilience. Think about a time when you bounced back from a setback as well. What helped you recover? Was it your mindset? Was it your support from others? Or a specific action you took? Write about this experience in your workbook. Post it on the social media platforms with the Provian community groups. Share your experience to encourage others who are going through a rough time. It's a powerful reminder of your ability to overcome challenges, and this reminder could spark something in them, and we could all benefit from one another's journey. That's what the Provoe Planet platform is for. Okay? So reflection question. What is one small step you can take today to build resilience? As you reflect, consider how can you apply resilience to a current challenge in your life. Think about the strategies you have learned emotional regulation, problem solving, social support, and optimism. Resilience isn't about being perfect. It's about taking one step at a time toward recovery and growth. So, take this module seriously. It has the potential to change your life in ways you have never imagined. Building resilience. Let's recap building resilience. Bouncing back stronger. Key takeaway: resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Every single one of us have that ability. We're diehard elements of nature. Our DNA has this never giving up spirit. It has this survival by all means instinct. If you give yourself the chance, you can alchemize that situation. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks. We all have that ability. You just have to cultivate that skill. Build that muscle using every challenge thrown at you, okay? Next takeaway. A positive mindset helps you stay focused and motivated. You have to develop that growth mindset, that Provian mindset, that positive mindset to stay focused and motivated, to keep seeking ways to change that circumstance. Remember the incandescent light bulb, how it was created? Imagine how many trials and errors created the light bulb we enjoy today that is necessary for light, seeing, enjoying the experience of the nighttime. Imagine he gave up after the 100th try or the 200th try or the 500th failure. Where would we be today? Who knows if anyone else could have come up with that idea? When the challenge comes to you, it came to you because something within you, the potential to transmute that problem into a possibility, is within you. That's why that challenge came to you. Would you say no, you're not the person for the job and turn your back on that challenge? I'd say face it head on. Stay focused and motivated. Use resilience. Use frame alchemy to bounce back and gain victory from that situation. Gain victory from that situation because you've got what it takes. You've got all that it takes deep within you. Emotional regulation allows you manage stress and adversity. There is nothing more important than knowing that you're in charge of how you feel. Nothing outside of you dictates your emotions. Your ability to regulate your emotions is a superpower because from that regulation comes calm, peace, introspection, from which comes solutions to all your challenges, all your problems, okay? Problem-solving skills enable you find solutions. How did I solve that the other day? What did I do to my mindset? How did I shift my perspective to see a different way out of this problem? Remember the challenge I shared about how I printed this shirt? So next time I have another challenge, rather than jump into conclusion that I can't handle this, my mind goes, okay, I had to do this. I had to call this person. I had to do this. I had to move this around. Problem-solving skills enable you to find solutions. You craft your reality by yourself, by believing you can, first of all, and then by taking the time to reflect. Self-compassion helps you navigate challenges with kindness. You would see a change in your life when you're a bit more compassionate with yourself and with the rest of the world. You would navigate challenges with kindness. Okay? Take it easy. Come on, we're all still going to die at the end of the day. We're just all floating on a rock in the middle of space. So, take it easy on yourself, okay? Action step. Identify the recent setback and reflect on the lesson learned. What's the most recent challenge that you had to overcome? What's the most recent lesson that you had to learn? Next action step. Practice mindfulness to stay present and calm. How would you extract value from these lessons and challenges if you're not mindful, if your self-awareness is not high, if you're not paying attention to the fine print, reading between the lines. Okay? So practice mindfulness to stay present and calm. Challenge negative thoughts and reframe them positively. We still come back to the subject of frame alchemy. Your frame of reference is one of the most important things you will discover. So this action step says, challenge negative thoughts and reframe them positively. Now, develop a problem-solving skill to save yourself from the woes of negative thinking, to help you find creative solutions to every challenge that comes your way. Practice self-compassion to avoid self-criticism. Self-compassion is the only sure bet you have to ensure you're not dragging yourself down, beating yourself up, agreeing with the world that you're a failure, a loser. Practice self-compassion to quiet that critical voice on the inside. If you don't, it's gonna take over and cripple you, okay? Remember, resilience is a skill that can be cultivated over time, and you have what it takes to cultivate that skill within you. Thank you for joining today's session on building resilience. Tomorrow, we'll wrap up this transformative journey by exploring the importance of celebrating wins and how it keeps you motivated on your path to self-mastery. I look forward to seeing you there.